Hello, you guys. This is One Piece King here today. Um, so this one will be a short video. It'll be 30 minutes. Basically, it's like I still have to go and fix some issues with the storage, even though I got rid of all the images, or screenshots from my game. There was a lot of them. I was planning to post them on my Instagram, but I completely had millions of them, and I'm like, you know what? No, it's like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go and just keep them all there and everything because that ruins the duration of my video making and stuff as I learned and getting rid of all of them. I think it made it a bit more, but it has it stuck at 30 minutes at least. So, yeah. But also I think it's because of the update that YouTube did, and I think they shouldn't have done that and everything because, that definitely is making the whole storage thing an issue, which to me it really wasn't before. Like the issue thing wasn't really a problem before whenever I was making videos. The only issue was actually keeping the videos like, kid friendly basically, or just keeping it friendly and everything, for basically everybody. You already figure what the rules for that were and everything. But I think once I get me a PC, whether it be a laptop or a PC, most definitely, most definitely, I will definitely be, most definitely, I will, definitely be making longer videos and stuff, and, it'd be more, like, discussions and stuff on there, but, anywho, this is more discussing, like, the topic on this video, this is more discussing about the DLC, where it's going, because we already know, or at least maybe me and like some others that have been paying attention to the data mine information about the DLC for Pirate Warriors 4. Um, so basically Smoothie and Cracker were already announced already. They were announced in scans like I think like about a 2, 3 weeks ago probably. It's been like kind of like not too long but not too short either. It's been kind of in the middle. Um so yeah, we got the screens of Cracker and Smoothie. Smoothie's player model was already shown on the website and everything. It was just screenshots were very vague. They gave a description on what she has and everything. I think her type was also in there as well. But the player model and it was the player model and just the description wise of what Smoothie will do and what's her game type basically in the game. I believe she was like a power type. No, she wasn't a power type. I think she was like a speed type probably. Maybe Cracker was the one that was a speed type. Um, Trying to really remember and everything because I think either one of them were. But Smoothie does get a form change is what it specified. And even when we got the screenshots later, we actually did get to see what the form change looked like. It's actually Smoothie growing large. So it's a good thing, really. It makes it to where Smoothie could become a giant character, like a giant boss battle, which I have no problem for at all. I have no problem with that actually. Like that actually fits for Smoothie's character and stuff. Like Smoothie's already someone who's tall already. I think she's almost on the same height as Katakuri, but probably shorter. She's probably shorter than Katakuri, maybe almost on the same height, I believe. But Smoothie is definitely really tall. She is. Um, yeah, Smoothie is definitely tall, but but most definitely though she like with her form change and stuff in the game, she's gonna get even taller and become like basically Big Mom Kaido height. Really, she's gonna become that tall probably, which would be amazing and stuff. It really would. Um, but I went and got all the coins and everything. Like I went and got all the crew levels of all the characters, even NPCs in Pirate Warriors 4 done. And the one thing that I noticed was that when I was looking through all the characters and everything, even though that GARP is an NPC in that game, he was actually whenever I got his coin as well, his was actually in the crew level, his was actually labeled with all the other playable characters. His was like in the middle of it and everything. His actually was, and I was surprised at that whenever I saw that, and I was like, like garb, that's very like that's very interesting actually, like that's very interesting that your character is right there. But of course it's no surprise to me and a few others because we figured that they would have some characters returning back. Even data miners with their information did show that it was Garb, Kuma, Caesar, and I don't know if it was Moria. I don't know if it was Moria, but it was like five other characters and everything. Four of them were going to be returning, and one of them was actually going to be new, and it was Baby Five was going to be new. Of course, all of them were labeled as power types for right now, but GARP, I can understand why he's a power type and everything like naturally because his NPC model, as what we see, his is naturally a power type. His doesn't actually like change or anything. His really doesn't. In which I'm fine with that and everything because Garp with his, with his strength and everything, like Garp really does seem like he will be a power type, character in that game. And he'd really be destructive and everything in the form of his punches, his specials, the full force burst, like everything. Garp will literally just be like, the powerhouse, just going around and just like, doing whatever. Like that's what Garp will be. So that's already amazing that, there's gonna be the huge possible chance and everything that Garb will probably be coming back very soon. We just don't know when yet and everything. Um, Baby Five though, since she's gonna be new, I'm going to have to say that she'll probably be a technique type because of the fact that her devil fruit power is the arms fruit is what they call it, but basically, Baby Five is a human weapon. Not in the form of like, a pacifista or something like, Kuma or something like no. I mean like, literally she's a human weapon. Like she can go and create weapons from like, all around her body basically. So I think with that and everything, Maybe Five will definitely have like a lot of moves that will revolve around, like her fruit basically. So we'll get to see multiple different weapons, like, in her combos and her specials. Probably even in her full force burst as well, most likely. I don't think she'll get a form change. Yeah, I don't think she'll get a form change and stuff. I don't think she will. She might get some air combos actually. Regarding over to the missile girl, version of herself and everything, like where she transforms into a missile. Like I think, that will probably be part of the air combos for Baby Five, and they'll be very interesting. But I think Technique type will fit Baby Five, and if not, I would say her speed because of the fact that Baby Five, even with the weapons, could really be skilled and could truly have the speed for that and everything. Like it'd be very interesting. Um, but like we're kind of, I think for right now we're still kind of waiting for Judge to come by and we're kind of waiting on, like on the data mine information of what else is there to come really. Like, like what is the next pack that we're getting? Like, are we getting a Marine pack in the next one? Or are we getting a Dressrosa pack in the next one? Or is it gonna be like maybe a different pack, like maybe something really new that the game didn't ever have before, which would basically be like a Skypia pack or a Punk Hazard pack or something, you know, because I think what Bandai is really trying to do though, even though that the returning characters more like most likely would return, yeah, most likely would return and everything. We actually, yeah, most likely we actually might even get, like, these returning characters and stuff as a bonus. Um, but that's only because of the fact that, yeah, but that's only because of the fact that really, like, it's like they thought about it, I'm sure, whenever Pirate Warriors 3 years back was already just finished already and everything. They already did all the DLC and stuff, and they were just like, okay, game is already done, there's nothing else really to do, and at that point I was okay with Pirate Warriors 3, no lie. It was just the fact that I looked at it, I kind of looked at it and I was like, well, I mean, I'm not saying we do need a jump button, but there's like probably little flaws that they could have actually fixed though and everything where maybe the stories could have been a bit extended really, like Punk Hazard could have had two parts instead of just one because, the Straw Hats just didn't go inside of the laboratory of Caesar. No, they actually went exploring, on the island of Punk Hazard. They actually did. So, I was kind of a bit meh with that one. I was like, why can't we have, where we also explore the outskirts of, Punk Hazard? Like, why can't we not do that? And, there's kind of the reason why with that one and everything. With Dressrosa, though, makes sense on why they didn't really continue with that one at all. Like, why they didn't give us, like, any special episodes regarding over to, like, oh yeah, like you're about to, the true ending to the game is that, you almost beat Dofi and everything, but, of course there's like a little secret cutscene in there where it's like, Luffy's about to go Gear Fourth and everything. He's about to, but then it stops right there. Like it does to be continued, obviously, or to be continued in the next game. That actually would have been a nice ending to it and everything, because basically with Dressrosa of what they did in Pirate Warriors 3, they didn't even say it was a game original of Dressrosa, or at least I don't think it was put as a game original Dressrosa. Wano they did actually do that because the Wano events didn't actually, follow through and everything. It was very different. Although some of it almost looked exactly the same. I'm not gonna lie. Almost some of it actually looked exactly the same, where it was Luffy versus Kaido. Like there was actually a cutscene in the game. Of course, whenever you actually get to Wano and everything, and you basically beat the first part of it. Um, basically Kaido shows up in his dragon form, and Luffy goes to Gear Fourth and he does all of his moves basically. But whatever he does and everything, like basically Kaido does the Divine Thunder move, knocks Luffy out of Gear Fourth, and then, there you go. Like all that really still happens and everything. Like that's canon in the story and everything. Like both anime and manga now. That is canon in the story that they did that and stuff. Um, but like even now in the Pirate Warriors 4, the Wano original and everything, the game original of Wano, that actually was put into the game, which was a nice little reference that I love that they did that because what they could have done basically was that it's like they could have added that, but at the same time they could have looked at it and being like, nah, it's like this is supposed to be a game original. That means we're not gonna have any references from the actual story. There's no hope that, there will be the original story of Wano in this game, period. But no, they decided to go put that in, and I'm just thinking to myself, I'm just like, you guys could actually put the actual original Wano story like in there and everything. But I think they would probably get as far as to they would probably get as far as to probably like maybe around like Act 2, I would say. Like maybe Act 2. I wouldn't say Act 3 really because, like currently that's where we are in the story is Act 3. Um but maybe like around Act 2 probably and everything. But I think if we got more content basically of Act 3, like maybe animated and stuff, which would also be the Odin flashback, and then also the real fights beginning, that actually might open up a lot of things where we actually could get the Toei Robo's character models. Actually, we could get them pretty early. um which I think that would be pretty cool if we got them, pretty early and everything. That would actually be great, because my expectations for Pirate Warriors 4 is like I really want them to actually pay attention to what they're doing to the game this time, and not actually trying to go and just, be like, "Oh yeah, we'll do this." Like we'll do this and everything. We'll give y'all like DLC, mainly just either costumes or something, or maybe just these characters. But that's all you're really getting. Everything else will still stay the same. You'll just get characters. There will be no new missions, and like that's pretty much it. All you're gonna get is just these three characters, and even if these like characters are gonna be from the movies and stuff, like if we did get Bullet from Stampede, there wouldn't be any Stampede story or anything. Like there wouldn't be no movie logs or anything where it would regard to Bullet or Zephyr or anything else like that. Like we wouldn't get nothing like that at all. Like I don't really think that they should be doing that and everything. And I don't think they will. I think they will actually start paying attention that Pirate Warriors 4 is actually selling a lot better than what Pirate Warriors 3 did, Because I know Pirate Warriors 3 and everything, like it was pretty good and everything because of the fact that, you could actually spend a lot of time grinding to get the levels, like the level ups for your characters to level 100 and stuff you know. But then at that point, like once you've got everything done, basically, what else is there really to do? Like I mean, I know for me, that's basically my only goal was on that game was basically just to get all the characters to 100 up and everything. Some of them that I played and everything, or at least all of them that I did, But there were some I didn't actually like to play as and everything. Perona was an example. Perona, I couldn't really do it with her and everything. Buggy was basically the same thing. I couldn't do Buggy either. Um, Mordia was kind of tricky as well and everything because I guess the way how his playing style really is and everything, and plus, it's also because of the shadow meter as well and everything. Like I think, like I get it that Mordia needs to collect shadows and stuff in order to gain more power and stuff, but I think there probably should have been something way greater for him, to do and stuff. Um, yeah, but Enru definitely Enru I had a problem with because of the fact that Enru is already, electricity as well. Like he's already covered in electricity, or at least he's, basically made of it. He's made of lightning. So it made me question why there was a bar meter, for that and everything when it definitely should have been like, no, he's an infinite battery, like he's an infinite charging battery that can use whatever he wants. Like he can use whatever electric move he wants. He doesn't need to charge himself and everything. Like Enero truly is someone that is like he calls himself God basically, but once you kind of look at it and how he uses, the power and everything, like the Rumble Rumble for the Goro Goro no Mi, he really knows how to use the fruit. He really does. So I gotta give him props for, a Logia user on how to really, know to use their fruit, like how to really use that power. Because, yeah, we have some other ones that know how to use the fruits as well and everything, like the Logia fruits specifically. They know how to use them, but then you probably have like maybe one or two of them that really don't know how to use their fruits very well that are, regarding in the Logias and everything. Like, Karibo basically was one of them, and Karibo, like he knew what the use of it was, but he was forgetting that he's a Logia user, and once he reaches the new world, being a Logia does not matter anymore. Like Logias basically get instantly, just beat up. They instantly get punched in the face, and that's literally it. It's over. I think Monet was also forgetting the same thing, really. Like Monet was kind of forgetting the same thing, although she knew what hockey was. But Monet definitely was kind of forgetting the same thing that, yeah, it's like, I'm basically a snow woman. You can't really attack me and everything. Your slashes will go straight through me and it'll do absolutely nothing. At least to the, to Shigi really. That's what she was thinking of and stuff, was like, yeah, your little, your sword there does not do anything to me, little girl, so nice try. And it's like, hmm, it's like, I doubt that, Zoro, of course, kind of changes her mind and everything whenever he does the Dragon Quake, which obviously I love that and everything. I definitely want to see that actually get put into the game, like as a cutscene and stuff. Like if we ever, were to get that and everything, I definitely want to see that because, yeah, because definitely of how Pirate Warriors 3 did it. The only cutscene they really gave, regarding the Punk Hazard fights was, it was Law and Virgo. Yeah, it was Law versus Virgo and Luffy versus Caesar. That is the only thing that we really got. I really wish we would have seen a cutscene more of Smoker versus Virgo, and Monet versus Zoro and Tashigi. I mean mainly Zoro because we know Zoro gets the W, even though he didn't technically take down Monet, but come on fam, we all know that Zoro basically just was like, yeah. Like I'll leave you like, feel basically I'll leave you like, in that pain state right there. But, you try to come back, you're not coming back, you're definitely not gonna get up after, if you try to go back, like if you try to go after me, you're not coming back after that. You're not. So you're lucky I'm kinda letting you off easy. You're lucky I'm just letting you go. Um but yeah, Tashigi obviously defeats her and stuff, but that's because Monet was like weaker and everything. She was in a weakened state basically, and it was pretty bad for her. Um, but yeah, so most definitely, I think basically, like I said, my high expectations for it and everything is that we do get more missions, we do get more story, like related stuff and everything because real question is, why would they even like exclude that out in the first place and everything? Like, why would they do that? Um, like there's literally like a lot of stuff that really is important and everything, with regarding to the story and stuff. Like there's really a lot of important stuff. So the arcs that I think are gonna be coming back most definitely, Punk Hazard is definitely coming back. No doubt about that. It is definitely coming back. It's probably gonna get more, defined parts instead of just like, just one. There's probably gonna be like a few decent parts, like probably 4 or 5. I don't know if it'll transition to Dressrosa. It probably might not because it'll be something new. But most definitely we'll get all that and everything. Um, I don't think we'll get Fisherman Island, but if we do, that'd be really great and everything because that means that Jinbei's green leafy kimono that he's wearing and stuff, he wears that in Fisherman Island actually, so definitely Jinbei needs his new, yellow kimono with the orange cape that he wears in Whole Cake Island. Definitely needs that and everything because he, wears that, majority of Whole Cake Island anyway. He does. Um, but yeah, Fishman Island would be okay and everything, but I don't think it would come back. But if it does, that'd be great. Probably even get more of the like of the other new Fishman pirates and everything instead of just Hody. We actually get like Hyozo, Zio, Dosen, and Daguma, I believe is his name. Like Daguma, he was like the little guy and everything that I forgot what kind of the species of fishman that he was, but he always liked to go and chomp on stuff. That was his thing really. It was that he always liked to chomp on stuff. And then Hamond, but Hamond I think would be probably NPC. There's nothing really interesting of a fighting style with him, but the others there probably would be something interesting with them really. Um, let's see, Jaya and Skypia, it was mentioned in there and everything. We possibly might get Skypia more instead of Jaya, but if we got them both, that'd be pretty cool and everything because that means Bellamy's pre-time skip form would be back. Probably might even have, some updated movesets for him and everything. Possibly might even give him more of a chance to, be on the the playable roster, which please God I hope so. Um, Enru obviously would be coming back and everything, but we wouldn't just get like Enru and Wiper. We would probably get like, the other Shandians, we would probably get the other priests that work under Enru and everything, so we'll probably get more of those. Um, we'll probably get Thor Bark and Impel Down back as well. Like now that I think about it, we'll probably get those back as well. Which would be good because that means more content along the way for those arcs and everything, like entering inside of Impel Down and then leaving. For Thor Bark, it's almost the same thing where you enter inside and then you gotta leave basically. Like more story would be impactful in Thor Bark. It'd be great. Um, but yeah, my expectations for like the main story arcs that were cut out, I believe they're coming back. We probably might get some, we probably might get some new characters dropping in with those packs as well. Whether they become NPCs that would later become playable characters, because I believe NPCs will become playable characters. I made a video about that, and it seemed like there was like a person actually agreeing with me on that, so good on you, buddy. Good on you, because I feel that too, that the NPCs are gonna actually be playable characters. I do feel that and stuff, because all it really takes really is just little tweaking of the characters, like each of the characters and stuff, like Sparrow, because, Whole Cake Island pack and everything is first, and since we're getting Smoothie and Cracker and Judge, they're all focused on Whole Cake Island. Sparrow could be, like, added in that batch too and everything. He could be, like, a bonus character that would be joining in and everything. All you would have to really do with him is, tweak with him a little bit, like, kind of do a little tweaking with Sparrow's character, give him more of an updated move set, really, and you could basically do, basically anything with him. Like Sparrow would already be a character that would already be like really good to play with and everything. He's a technique type of character, but he's really, from what he plays as and everything in the game, from what I've seen, um, he really does fit well and everything with his powers and stuff. So those definitely, I would love to see Sparrow be like additional in that and everything. But that also goes for my expectations for the other packs as well, as that depending on what it is, with the NPCs that are in those packs, I hope we get those that are, going to come along in there as well. Um, but Yeah, I guess this was mainly about my high expectations of the game because I know a lot of people are thinking that Bandai's going to make the same mistake again with this game and not really, give a main focus or something. But but basically they did say that this would actually be like the biggest, roster of playable characters and everything. And I think what they're doing probably might be exactly what I'm saying, about the NPCs becoming playable characters finally. I think that's what their main focus is this time because it's like they could have done that in the last three, but they were just thinking, nah, like it's not the time yet and everything. And what would those NPCs really do, you know? But with Pirate Warriors 4, it's different. Pirate Warriors 4 actually has it where these characters actually have a move set to use, and they even have types and everything. They're not just like doing regular awakenings like all of them are power types and stuff. No, all of them actually have types of their own that they awaken to, and they do what they got to do. So there you really go. But but yeah. But I hope that my expectations are really set in motion, like they're really fulfilled. Because if not, then yeah, I guess that's really a big disappointment that Pirate Warriors 4 would probably be more, much of a worse or like probably on the worst and everything. Like it's good, but it's like if they really want to fulfill, the dream, really making like the best game of the Pirate Warriors series in general, they should really, follow up of what the people really want and everything, like they want the NPCs playable this time, because there's potential with those NPCs. There is. Um, they want movie content, which is definitely a must. They never did it for the other three games. Costumes doesn't matter. Costumes doesn't matter. Of the movie costumes, like they can do those, sure, but I think actual movie content where we get to experience the movie story, like Z, Gold, or Stampede, definitely should be in there as well. Um, and definitely just have like like arcs that actually get put in the game and stuff this time because like I said, they were cutting out a lot of arcs and everything, but from what it seems like and stuff, it could actually potentially be the longest Pirate Warriors game ever, but it would also be enjoyable at the same time because it's like it's such perfection at the finest and everything. Like you could actually enjoy the One Piece story, like you could actually enjoy it, and that's what I believe. That is exactly what I believe and everything. You can comment down below your thoughts about that one and everything because honestly, I gotta say that that's what I feel. That is exactly what I feel like with that game. Is that if they really put their heads together with that, expectations of what everybody wants will be in that game. It will be literally Pirate Warriors 4 would far exceed the other three. It really would, you know. But I guess really, that's probably gonna be it for this video right here and everything. I know I said 30 minutes, but shoot, it's almost like 28 minutes right now, so that's like 2 minutes before. But that's okay really, because I'm probably gonna give more of my thoughts on the next video. Probably about more focusing on the Logia users in Pirate Warriors 4 because I do have an issue with that, but I think with these DLCs and everything, there will be updates that will fix that because Bandai knows what they did with the Logias and they should definitely try to fix it and stuff. There's actually some flaws, but anywho, I'll go and end up the video right here and everything. And I really hope to have y'all comment down below your thoughts of what your speculations or what your expectations are and everything of what you want in Pirate Warriors 4. Like, tell me that down below. But anywho, I'll be ending up the video right here. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like on the video, and yeah, basically just comment down below your thoughts of, this video, but also what are your expectations for the game? Like what do you really want for the game? Just tell me. It's okay. Like I'll understand, bro. But anywho, have a wonderful day, night, morning. I don't really care for time zones that much, everybody. Y'all know that. But just have a wonderful day, everybody. I guess I'll see you all in the next video discussing on the Logia users in Pirate Warriors 4. B.